but you know. What's up, YouTube? It's KOKen0591.
Fuck if not.
Coming at you with I'm not sure what to call it video. A deck profile, I guess. As you can see, it's I'm gonna get the. I have all these cards. Alright, don't get me wrong. I have all these cards. I do. I'm not putting all that work to put these together. Oh hell no. I don't play this game like that. Anyway, we're showing this deck because it's good. That's really why we're showing it. But for those of you who like heroes, not everyone likes the a hero-less version. You know, some people don't like heroes being so fast, just OTKing. It can still happen, but so I decided to instead make a ridiculously trap-heavy lineup. As you can see, 18 traps, a lot, triple D prison too. You know, it's crazy. And that's because I didn't like I tried the bubble mans, you know, and kept getting shitted on. Everyone's like, oh, take the bubble mans out. So, but I don't know, bubble man sometimes works and then sometimes it doesn't, because you're just gonna draw them when you don't want to draw them. Like you already have one in hand. Top deck bubble man. It's like, oh, great. Yeah, well I have an honest and an alias in hand with 2 bubble men. I'm doing very good things.
That's why you play double summon, obviously.
That is why you play double summon.
No, you play heroes.
You go double summon, then special summon bubble man when you have no cards in your hand.
No, you play heroes bomb.
And then you draw into Stratos and Miracle Fusion, and you just win the game from there. That sounds like something that's never happened, but it could happen. So yeah. But I'm not playing double summon. Anyway, 18 traps. As you can see, triple D prison. I was gonna do triple compulse because it's chainable. But the one thing with D prison is sometimes you want to just do those 1-for-1s. So a lot of times it gets good. Like they'll try to poke you with Sangan and you just remove it instead. You know. And like it's also good against Chaos Dragons because they attack and you just remove it. You know, instead, obviously compulse, because when they make stupid plays, you know, they try to go to an exceed and do shenanigans. Well, that's when you just compulse them, and it's also great because it's chainable. So if they MST it, you can just chain. One card I don't really like, probably the Mirror Forces. Not sure if I keep them in at the moment. Like they do okay, but usually no one's really that dumb to give you like more than 1-for-1, so, or at least like a 1-for-1 that they can see. So they're not gonna summon another monster on you and attack with both, unless they're really dumb, you know, or they figure that, or they already know it's a Mirror Force and they have an out to it. But you don't find that many people who do that.
That's a lie.
Nah, I don't find them. I mean, this is also Dealer Network. I'm gonna make this actual deck, so we're gonna show videos of it being played. But just so you can see like how it does against top decks. It has pretty good matchups against pretty much everything except for Dark World, because Dark World just start popping your back rows off like crazy. So you know, Dark Worlds are going to be tough to deal with. I mean, the side deck has a couple cards for it, like Shadow Imprisoning, Breakers for their gates, and Transmigration. Possibly for Grappa or other things. Yeah, 3 card D, because you only play 5. I mean, yeah, technically you really only play 5 monsters. Card D is never gonna be used for anything more than just to draw more of your spells and traps. So you really don't count card D. And card D at 3 also because it's great. It's really good when you open with it, and now it's not so bad when you get it later in the game, because you're just setting up all your spells and traps. Like, the whole point of this deck is to set up your spells and traps before you summon. even if you have the monster in hand, like if you have an alias, you probably don't summon it unless you have something to protect it, like a Hero Blast, if it dies, Gemini Spark, or Dark Bribe, or Compulse if you're feeling real. But what? No one is that real, but that's true. Play Triple Spark. Honest. Also because a lot of people don't see Honest coming, and it's really good. Like if you play against Rabbit, like if a couple matchups I played against Rabbit, Honest did really well because they just attack, you know, think that they can negate with Logia, and they run into Honest a lot. So yeah, let's see, anything else that's different? 2 MSTs. Some people don't play MSTs, some people play heavy instead. I played heavy, didn't like it. You set way too much. You set way too much for that to work out. Sometimes like MST is okay. Like, it's not even that great itself. Like Gemini Spark is a lot better, but there's sometimes where you're playing certain decks and like you don't want to have to waste your Gemini Spark on popping like the Necro Valley. You want to save it for a back row, so that's why you would use MST in those situations. Yeah, I don't want to say Finn's Chain because Finn's Chain doesn't do much. Oh yeah, I only have one E-Call. I only have one E-Call because if you draw it later, it's dead. Because you've usually taken out all your cards by then. And if you don't believe me, like trust me, like depending on how you play, like if you play, you know, Card D, Duality early, you know, like if you especially if you can get those plays off early and you can get into your monsters, you're gonna have all your monsters. Save like maybe Honest, have all your monsters really early, really early. You know, you do get the hands where you don't.
Unless you're meaning you never draw monsters.
Which is fine. This is why it's okay. Like you cannot draw monsters, you'll still be fine.
That's
like
a lie.
No, like I do it all the time. I do it all the time because you really don't draw monsters all the time. You know, you really don't. But that's fine because you have double bottomless, double compulse, triple D prison, double mirror force, double warning, double Tory. Yeah, but you're gonna draw some of them. You're not drawing all of them, but you're gonna draw some of them. And it's all about knowing when to use each of them. Like sometimes you have to eat hits. Like you know, you just have to eat the hits. But yeah. Why I put in 2 Dark Bribes is because usually you want to use Dark Bribe to stop their power cards. If you can Dark Bribe away their power cards, you're in good shape. Because like if they try to Dark Hole you and you Dark Bribe them, yeah, they get a plus, but they're not getting that Dark Hole back. You know, once they've used it, they've used it.
Unless they play Magical Stone Excavation, then you're just sad.
Well, if they use Magical Stone Excavation, you're not sad because they just went minus to do that.
No, they didn't, because then they get the crystals on the 3 spell strikers.
Alright, so triple D prison as opposed to just 2. I think it's really good when you slide out the D prisons. It's a really good main though, because you usually always want to have a D prison. Not always Mirror Force, because Mirror Force tempts you sometimes. You know, like you only have one monster and you really want to use it. You really want to use the Mirror Force, but you don't want to because it's only one monster attacking you. So I don't think Mirror Force is that great, and it says destroy, so it's not like it gets past Stardust. Not that we see that a ton, but we still see, you know, we'll see Zen mains, we'll see Maestroke. Mirror Force isn't good against those things, which is why, like, I really am thinking of cutting it. I really gotta cut that. Yeah.
Well, there's stuff that's not really.
Alright. What? What are you talking about? Oh yeah. Alright, well, in the extra deck, pretty much standard stuff. We don't. Do we have this? We do have this, right?
No.
No?
No.
Okay, well, let's start with that. This is really good. It's not so. It's really not that great now. No, he negates level 4 lower special summon monsters.
Oh, so it sucks.
He would have been nuts. Like I played this Plant Cade on Dueling Network, and man, this card gave it to him. Oh my God, this card gave it to him. Like, this card is really good against that type of stuff. No, I let those go through, and I negated his formula or something like that. There's some shit like that, and then yeah, he got tight.
Should negated dandelion turn of but I'm sure.
Like it says. Oh, shut up. Nah, man, I didn't want to negate them. Yo, I didn't want to negate them. Alright, I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna talk about something more. Let's move on to Black Horn. Alright. Black Horn. I love this card. I love this card. Yeah.
But had more attack, it'd be OD.
Yeah, that's true. But, I mean, you can't make it, like, overpowered. It's kinda...
Still kinda good.
Yeah,
even if the monster's still
pretty
face
good.
down, and they're still above 4,000 and the monster down.
What was I gonna say? It's really good against. You think if you're looking at the effect right now, you're just thinking like, yeah, it's pretty good. Well, it says send, and that's why I think it's good. Because now you get to send my stroke and send Zen mains to the graveyard
Also,
with their materials, and then they burn.
It says send them, and then if you do, they're for 1,000. I don't know what stuff they miss timing of. Well, the town keeper, I don't know how to play that bad, so they can make some stuff miss timing.
Ooh. Ooh, can it make Dufrog this time?
Is it optional?
It definitely. All I know is when you sack Lakias, you don't get the effect.
Oh,
So, I mean-
probably.
Oh look, well now if you're playing Monarchs, you can send Dufrog to the graveyard, and they get no search. So
Unless you already attacked over for some odd reason.
yeah.
I don't know why you would attack over with 21 attack, but yeah.
Alright, now let's get to the side deck.
Oh, also, you can lone fire this thing off once you're done with it.
Oh yeah, but we don't play Lone Fire.
Oh yeah, we don't. The other decks know.
Yeah, well, I'm probably going to be having a discussion about this specific card soon enough, because I'm a fan of this card. Also look for Soul of Silver Mountain. I'm probably going to be doing a discussion about that one too. Anyway, side deck. Breakers, Thunder King, kind of both standard. You know, Thunder King's mirror match. Breakers, anything that there's just like Necro Valley, anything that you just really want to get rid of, especially ThaCrew.
You know what? Just slide ThaCrew in the deck and you'll be good to go.
Um,
Slide ThaCrew.
Yeah, like that's really there for ThaCrew. You already play the double MST, triple Gemini Spark. You really shouldn't have a problem with ThaCrew.
I do.
You also have Dark Bribe, so it's definitely possible. But you also have to know what you're doing.
I usually have problems because I get it early game.
Well, that's okay. That's okay, because this is why I never. Usually in this deck, I do not search for alias. Almost never do I search for alias.
You mean?
Huh?
What do you mean search for area?
When I Stratos?
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like first turn. Like, no, I go for alias too. That's what you're supposed to do.
No, I don't bother even if I have Stratos on my opening hand. A lot of times I don't summon it. I just leave it there.
Yeah, me too.
Because like you never know. Like if once they ThaCrew you, like that puts you in a lot of problems. So you just gotta know when to MST, when to pop cards. Like you just gotta know. Nobleman Crossout is also for Gravekeepers. Gravekeepers aren't particularly hard, so Crossout might come out, but as for right now, they stay. Remember, this is version 1. Like,
it's also somewhat usable against Geargias.
oh yeah, that's true.
You can attempt to predict your opponent's side if you're going to find snow meters. You can do that, but I wouldn't really attempt to do that. Just, everyone talks the same thing.
If they side Snowman though, and they side Snowman, I would side a Nobleman, because from what every time I've had to deal with Snowman, it's been very annoying.
Obviously, alias can't run that shit over.
Yeah.
I thought we should play Seal of Orichalcos.
No.
We have to. Make alias League 22.
No. I don't like that part. Yeah.
No, I don't listen to me.
Maybe. I'll look at it. Maybe put us like Terraform or something. Yeah, it doesn't feel real.
I was trolling too, don't do this. Terraform is coming super though.
Who cares? I mean,
hey man, hey, everybody got to eat.
Super Poly, just one. Super Poly's minus.
Hey man, it's the best card ever.
But it is one of the best cards. That's why you play it. But otherwise, it's really minus. Rivalry, everything I play, well,
almost everything.
Pretty like the most important things in the deck are all warriors. Like you don't really want to be summoning I'm fucking honest anyway, so.
That's someone honest all day, man.
Unless you poke and then bring it back.
No, they warning on it, and then you just like job accomplished.
Skill drain is for everything.
Not for mirror matches, not.
Maybe not for mirror match, but like it's for a lot. Like you can put skill drain in and it does work against a lot of decks. So that's just the universal. Shadow Imprisoning for Dark World, and Transmigration for any deck that really manipulates graveyard. It's also good for you when you don't have any more targets for Shadows, and you have Shadows in your hand. You can always Transmigration one back, and you know.
Nah, what you do is you just summon Stratos, activate, then you chain Transmigration, so it gets sad.
Okay, right. Well, then that's assuming they know that you don't have any targets left. I don't know, man.
I mean, that they can't fail it because then the chain is over. That's what valid. Shadows activate.
But yeah, that's it for this deck profile Hero Beat. I would say it's been fun, but I guess as you want it. Alright, so yeah.